Hi, everyone. It's Joe Mitchell with another episode of the 10-Minute Educator, where in 10 minutes I try to give you something that's very practical that you can use and apply in your life. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe Mitchell, and I am a high performance coach, best-selling author, tapping specialist. I do tapping. And I am also just a lifelong learner. I just love learning, and I love so it's so natural for me to teach and to look at how can we keep being the best version of ourselves that we can be. So let's talk about tonight. So this month has been the focus of January 2021 is productivity, and how can we increase our productivity without stress? How can we make it so that we are naturally more productive? And we're going to do this month, we're going to do a number of hacks, a number of tapping solutions, a number of tips, just very powerful affirmations, very powerful stuff to get you to be more productive. And particularly if you're an entrepreneur, who a lot of my followers are entrepreneurs, if you are an entrepreneur, I want to, or a solopreneur particularly, those people who are working for themselves, these are people who need to be productive. And quite frankly, in this COVID era, you're battling distractions all the time. And there's two things that happen when you battle distraction. One, your your creativity is blocked, and you just don't have the ideas and the passion that you do normally. And two, you're not getting things done. Now, you all, I guess, have heard about being busy. Like you can go through a day and be busy, but not productive. You can get things done, but not the right things. And what we want to do is we want to focus ourselves so that we are both productive and busy and getting things done and getting the right things done. Okay. So, one of the things that is a major impediment for a lot of us is distraction. Distractions are everywhere these days, and particularly online. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the major distractions online and talk about maybe some of the things that you can do to cut those down so that you're less distracted. And so why don't we take a look at that, okay? Why don't we get into it a little bit, okay? So this is the secrets to getting everything done. And we're going to talk about avoiding distractions. So here we go. So distraction number one, social media. Okay, so this is a problem. This is a big problem for a lot of us. Social media. I'm gonna maybe have to make this even bigger because I really want you to be able to see it. I don't know if that helps. Probably not. So I'll just tell you what these things are. So how do you avoid social media? Okay. So I'm at my desk, okay, and of course my cell phone is on and at my desk all the time. And I'm getting text messages, I'm getting emails, I'm getting Facebook messages, I'm getting Instagram messages, I am getting tweets. There are all kinds of potential distractions. So, one of the things that you can do is use an app. And there are a number of apps that will limit the amount of time that you can be on social media or turn social media off for certain periods of time. If you want to get extreme about it, you can delete social apps from your phone. It's pretty intense, but you could do that. Better solution though. Okay, because I think that's a little extreme. But if you're a real addict, that's probably the best thing. It's kind of like if you're an alcoholic, the best thing to do is to stop drinking, right? And just stop. But for most people, that's not the best solution. But here is one solution that is really powerful. Turn off your notifications on your social media so that you're not notified again and again and again that people are getting into your world. And then the other thing is set a social media schedule so that you have certain times when you do social media and the rest of the time you don't. You know, I kind of like to, and just like I like to only like have my mornings free as much as I can. I don't like to have meetings in the morning. I don't like to do a lot of social media and emails in the morning. It's much better to do them in the afternoon. So those are just a couple of things that could really be useful. How can you be less distracted on social media? I mean, you might want to write something down right now, or you might want to just think about it, or whatever it is. Email, okay? So I get hundreds of emails a day. I mean, hundreds and hundreds, maybe even 1,000 emails a day. It's a lot because I just sign up for things. I like to sign. I don't always open them, but I like to see them in my inbox. So the first thing is avoid doing anything with them in the morning. Okay, only open your inbox a couple of times a day if you want. I mean, instead of like constantly going back and back and back and back and back, especially if it's a distraction. So, and then here's a big one. Turn off your email notifications so that you're not constantly distracted by emails coming in. And then finally, you could create, if this is extreme, of course, create an auto response that says that you're only going to respond at certain times. But the main thing is control it. Control your email. Turn off your notifications. Don't do it first thing in the morning. And control when you do your emails. Next thing, Slack, Skype, Messenger. Now, I don't do much Slack and Skype, but I know that a lot of people do. I'm a Messenger guy. Again, you turn off the notifications on your phone. Okay, and then you only work on it at certain times. Text messages. This is a big one because we're getting text messages. We're a text message culture now. And not only for me, not only do I have text messages on my phone, but I also have text messages on my computer. I get all the text messages that come to my phone, I get them on my computer. So you can definitely disable the text notification on your phone. Or you can put it in a drawer and not play with it. And only respond to text messages at certain times of the day, if you like. I mean, you don't have to do this. I mean, all of this is optional. What we're talking about is how do you deal with distractions? Because if you are trying to get something done and suddenly the text messages are disturbing you or notifying you that there's a text message or another text message, you can get distracted and you start playing with the text message and then you try to go back to what you're doing and it's not easy. So this is just saying, focus, focus, focus. Schedule your distractions. And that's really what I want to say today. And phone calls is the same thing. Okay? Take your phone calls at certain times so that you're not constantly distracted. You know, my brain a lot of times is looking for distraction. So if I get onto, if I have to do something on Facebook, there's so much on Facebook to distract me. If I'm just trying to get one thing, trying to find out where a meeting is or the Zoom link, there's so much to distract me. I could be 10 minutes on Facebook just trying, or I could even forget why I went to Facebook because there's so much to distract me. So I hope that you will consider some kind of way to schedule your distractions and make what's important, because that's the key to productivity, is keeping the important things in mind and working on them systematically in your best moments. And if you can do that, you are going to be a productive individual. So thank you so much for being with me tonight. I really appreciate your being here and learning. And I hope that this has been useful to you. Stop the distractions. If you want to be super productive, stop the distractions. Thanks. This is Joe Mitchell, activateyourgreatness.com. You can go to my site and get 2 free chapters of my book and other goodies at activateyourgreatness.com. Thanks so much, and I look forward to tomorrow when we're going to do some affirmations. So thanks so much, and have a great